Hey guys, how's it going? I am here to share with you a simple, easy eyeshadow look. We've really been kind of going back to the basics and just showing easy looks. The last week we saw just an everyday look with browns and neutral tones, and today I'm going to show you that you don't need to have more than 2 colors to create a really great look. But let's start with some brows. So I get a lot of questions, and there was another video on my Facebook page. I don't know if it's on YouTube, I'll have to double check, but if it's on my Facebook page, all about brows and how to choose the color that works for you, and the best way to shape your brows and fill them in without them looking overdrawn or unnatural. So I'm actually testing this new liner. This is brow pencil. It is a brow duo because it has a spoolie on the end. It just says Perfect Duo by JCat, which is a really affordable brand. It has kind of just like a rounded tip like a pencil, and it is in the shade, it actually does not tell me the shade. It's a brown. It's a pretty dark brown. My hair color is really dark, so my brows are dark, so I don't want anything light or warm in my brows. So I'm just going to use this to kind of fill my brows in. I don't overline my brows, and I typically start in the center. And like I said, I'm trying this product. I usually use a brush and a brow gel. And I don't know if I have my brow gel with me, but we're gonna just fill these bad boys in. And that's Owen. Well, thank you. You can, baby. This is mom life at its best. You all ask me how I do my job with Owen in the house. Sometimes we just do that. I'm very lightly filling the center here, or the front. And then the tail on this one is pretty good. You just don't want your tail to go past here. So I'm just gonna extend it down just a bit. If you feel it's too dark, it's Owen. What's your video doing? He gets video time when I'm working. Oh, you're watching Dad's Shadow? I have no idea what that. Okay, so I'm gonna just comb this kind of, like, I'm really just pulling it through. It's laying down a good amount of pigment. So I like this, I think, so far. Okay, my brows need grooming, but I actually am trying to grow this one out. It's a little bit of a wonky, I'm not really pushing hard. So let's see, I like it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is see if I have my brow gel. And I don't, and that's okay. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna carve out my brows. This is not a step that everyone likes to do, but I do. I take my flat multitasker brush in a pretty light shade. I use the shade Moonlit. And I'm just gonna go under my brow. And this is gonna do 2 things. One, it's gonna define the brow, brighten underneath, and kind of hide some grow out. And this cream I'm laying down is by Maskcara Beauty. Like I said, it's the shade Moonlit. And it's also what I use to brighten under my eyes. I'm not really like super precise about it. Sorry if my tripod moves. Some days I can work by myself, and some days, and those are becoming more frequent, Owen's with me because he's giving up naps. So we're just in it. But he's a good boy. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of let that sit there while I finish, but I am gonna take this Moonlit with the what's left on my brush. I may have to pick them more and prime my eyelids. Why? Would you like me to find Ryan for you? Let me find Ryan. We do better with Ryan. I think he picked up Wyatt's tablet. Do your kids watch Ryan's toy review? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Tell me in the comments. I think his reach is absolutely astounding. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of set, and we're gonna grab our eyeshadow everything brush. This is a great brush for beginners. It has a fluffy end and a more pencil brush end. And like I said, we're only using 2 colors today. So I've chosen like warmer tones on my cheeks. So I'm actually gonna go a little cooler on my eyes, and we're gonna pick up the shade. I never have a real good plan for these. I should probably do that. Let's see. Let's go with the shade Lullaby. I really like purple tones, and I haven't done a purple eye look in a while. So I'm picking some up on the dome end here. Tap off your excess always, and I'm just gonna take this in the crease and all over my lid. This is gonna be a matte eye look. So if you think that you need a ton of colors to be able to do really pretty eyeshadow, you actually don't. And I'm gonna bring it on my lid, because like I said, we're only doing 2 colors today. Oh my goodness. Now you don't have to stick with 2. You could definitely add more to this. If you do this and then you think, I could use a little bit more. You did. What happened to your video? Good grief.
I don't know.
It turned off. Oh no. Swipe it up. I'm gonna hit 1 3 times. That's how we learn our numbers. Now you can pick whichever video you'd like. How's that? Great. So I'm not re-dipping my brush for this. I just do what I have on my brush, and I'm moving it back and forth and just making sure my edges are really blended, especially since I'm sticking with 2 colors, and I'm not going to pick up a highlight shade to blend my edges. So it's kind of a challenge, right? I did re-dip that time just because I didn't grab as much as the first time, and you want them to match. And I will list all the colors I've used.
Why are they sticky?
They are a little sticky. He's eating Oreos. He calls them Moreos. So I'm just making sure that's worked up and matches. And then I'll bring it down on my lid. And I might add a little more to the lid here, because this is the only color we're going to use. We want to make sure we have a good enough. Now eyeliner doesn't count, and that's technically in this palette too. Right, Oreos.
Oreos,
Right. What happened to your video this time? Oh my goodness. Again? Right, move your foot. You gotta pick one. This is not right. Oh dear. Oh dear. My goodness. I don't know how this is gonna work today, friends. Do you work from home? Do you struggle?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna choose this slime video, okay? Alright, so we've got all our color laid down. I'm just gonna blow everything out. Really soft edges. Nothing harsh. Okay, that's 1 color. So now we're gonna jump over to the second part of my palette. I'm gonna grab this color Kin on my pencil end of my brush. Kick off the excess. I always like to pull my eye when I do this when I show you all, so I'm going to show you how I create that outer corner. Now, I find that I have to kind of build this color up a little bit. You don't want it to be too dark, but I'm literally kind of just making a line here to create a shadow at the end of my eye. Now, you can also kind of dip your dome end in. Always kick off your excess. Sorry, I'm getting messages. Just really kind of press and push it in. I really like a stippling of motion on the outer corner of the eye, because it allows me to keep that product where I want it to be. So many people bring their outer corner color in too far, and that will not help your eye look lifted and open. It's gonna close you off a little bit, and it's gonna look unbalanced. So tapping your color in is going to help you stay in that area. Little small circles on the outside, and just try not to bring it in too far. And then we just kind of blend everything so there's nothing harsh. Same thing on this side, creating that line. If you have a hooded eye, just pull it up higher, because everything that you're gonna have to do is gonna be higher. And then I'm just gonna kind of sweep everything in. You can use either side of the brush to blend. I prefer the fluffy end. And I'm just kind of pulling this way tiny bits, little swirls. And then just kind of mess with it. Find where your happy place is with it. Do you like a really dark outer corner? Do you like just a tiny bit of dimension? I'm not adding a ton of pigment on. I haven't re-dipped my brush once. I'm just moving what I already have. And then I'll check my work in the mirror because the light is always deceiving. And I'm just going to take my dome end and I kind of popped it into the tin a little bit.
Mommy, I'm not hungry again.
Good. That's because you ate those Oreos.
I'm not hungry.
Okay.
I'm hungry, Mom.
Okay. You watch your Ryan for 2 more minutes and then I will go get you another Oreo. I'm almost done.
Mario?
Sure.
Mario?
We're doing a good job. Alright, I'm going to dip right back into that Lullaby, that first color we used, and I'm just going to bring it on my lid with my pencil brush, side of the brush. Alright, I'm going to take care of all those things in just a minute. And just even out the color. And then we're on to liner. But not before I take a little bit of what's left on my brush. I'm going to pull it down here. Don't poke yourself in the eye. Sure you can. And just creating a little bit of a shadow. And then just kind of check your work, blend every edges. It does. And then we're going to grab our multitasker brush in our Black Friday cream liner. It is right here in my compact with all my other shadows. And I'm going to use the tiny end to line my eyes. How cool is that?
I got my apple to lie with.
Went a little messy there, but that's okay. It's cream, so it's forgiving. I'm going to go back over to the smudgy end here and just blend that in and give myself a smokier look. What's Ryan doing? Redipping my brush. Laying down a dot, apparently. Goodness, Amanda. And then we're going to try a new mascara today. The one I tried the other day made my eyes hurt. Which is weird because I had worn it before. Okay, now I'm going to bring a little bit on my lower lash line. You noticed I did not dip my brush again. And I'm not going on the waterline. It is a cream. It's really not meant for your waterline. It will not stay. I'm just kind of dragging it at the lash line towards the center of my eye, but no further than that. Now, we are going to try a mascara, and we're going to curl our lashes first if I can find them. I'm just going to curl my lashes. Notice when I'm curling my lashes, I'm not resting the curler on my face. Best to pull away from your face. Don't tug on your lashes, but just don't rest it on your face. It gives you a better curl at the base, but it also keeps it from messing with your makeup. And then you can kind of pulse it, which I didn't do on this side, so I'm going to go back. And then we're going to try the Tartist by Tarte. I've never tried this mascara. I like the wand of it, so we're going to give it a shot and see how we do for today. Oh, I really like it. I'm trying a lot of new products this week, and this is one of them. So you can notice I'm just kind of almost blinking into the wand. And I haven't re-dipped. Oh. Let's see what happens if I don't re-dip on this side. Okay, yeah, you lose a little bit of your bang if you don't re-dip. Decent separation, not too clumpy. This is really pretty mascara. Okay, so I'll see how this wears. Does it flake? Does it transfer? We're gonna find out, and then I'll report back. Does it poke you in the eye? Yeah, if you put it there. Good grief. All right, cool. I like that a lot. Okay, well that's it for today. That's what I have for you. A simple eye look with 2 colors, nothing intimidating, nothing hard. If you have questions about the makeup that you have, I do have customers that show me what they have in a picture and I kind of help them pick the shades that would work best for them. If you are looking for a color match with me for Maskcara Beauty, I can color match eyeshadows, I can color match foundation, I can color match blush if you want. So it's really up to you what you're looking for. Build your own custom compact with what you want in it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will maybe edit out some of Owen, but this is kind of how I work. This is the way we're just going to embrace it now, okay? Because it just is what it is. But I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a great week.